Listen, if getting lean is still something that you struggle with, I promise you it's not going to be your workouts, it's not your trainer, and it's not even your diet. It's something that 99% of all fitness channels actually fail to even ever mention, even though it is the most important part when it comes to your fitness journey. So in this video, I'm going to show you the new way people are getting lean in 2026. Many of my clients have done it, as well as me not only doing it once, but twice, and now I am on my third way of doing it. Now, when I was 16, I struggled with weight loss. I was extremely huge as a kid. I was 240 at about 13 years old. And the first thing going into high school was that I wanted to lose weight. And all of the fitness videos all told me the same thing. They all gave me steps and guides and diets and workout plans and all of that to lose the weight, right? Which was great, right? It was helpful, but I was honestly missing the key point. And if I could go back then, I would honestly just tell myself to focus on this one thing and literally everything else would fall in line. The main thing that they should be focusing on, which this is probably gonna be the first time that you've ever heard this, but you need to change your identity. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You know, dude, I'm really tired. I had a long day at work. Oh, I had a long day at school. I'm just really craving some McDonald's right now. Myself and many of my clients fell into the same pattern of trying to go to the gym or trying to do the things that these videos tell you, but then you just fall off, right? You find it so difficult because you're not being who you are. So this is why I created this formula. When I finally understood this, it literally makes becoming not only just in fitness, but in life, whoever you want to be, to stick like a magnet, right? You will no longer have to push up the mountain. Because here's what happens. When you go against the natural flow of you, of who you are, what you will find is a ton of resistance. You're gonna find yourself skipping the gym. You're gonna find yourself eating unhealthy. You're gonna find yourself doing all of these things that you know will not get you the result because your internals are telling you, hey, you're trying to turn me into something I am not. I am not the fitness guy. And you're going and you're trying to adapt habits that are very difficult because that's just not who you are. Versus somebody who is like that, right? Look at a pro athlete. Look at somebody who grew up in the gym. They don't fall into these habits, right? They really don't fall off like that because it's built into the character that they are. So I created a formula to see just that, because once I figured it out, it made everything so much easier. And if you stay to the very end, I'm gonna show you an exercise to really place yourself in the position where you could become the person. So now you no longer struggle with getting to the gym, with eating the diets, with eating the workouts. None of this is gonna be the action step. I'm not gonna tell you to go ahead and do this type of workout routine. There's thousands and thousands of fitness coaches that do that. Go pick any one of them, right? They will all work. But what I will do is I'm gonna turn you into the person who can make any of them work. And that's what I'm focused on here. Because in order to get the result, you need to have the internals. And if you don't have that, you're gonna constantly be going uphill. You're constantly gonna be fighting yourself. So here's the formula. Feelings, thoughts, and actions. It's in that direct order. Right, so feelings is where everything is going to root from. This is where you start. Most fitness channels start you here. They start you at the action. And what you do is these two are unaligned with your action. Your natural feeling is somebody who does not find going to the gym very pleasing. Your thoughts are, I know I should go to the gym today, but I'm tired, but I'm hungry, but I want a piece of cake. So your action is going to be falling off, right? That's in line with what these are. This is where most people start you, most fitness channels. So let's forget that for a second and let's start at the beginning. So you're feeling. Feelings is where everything roots from. When you have a negative feeling, chances are you're going to go against the natural flow of life. When you're going towards the stream, the feeling is normally positive or neutral. When you're going down the stream of life, right? Think of it like a river. You're going down the stream. You're not pushing against the current. You're just in the boat, just rowing against the stream. That's what happens when your feelings are aligned. Your thoughts naturally are aligned, and then your actions are naturally going to follow that. That is when you go with life. When you have a negative feeling, it is because you are going against the natural inclination of your life. Right? You are streaming upstream. You're pushing the rock up the hill instead of just letting it roll down. That is what happens when you try to implement all of these action steps that all of the fitness influencers tell you to do, even though you're not that person yet, right? So we're gonna change that. So I'm gonna just read off, right? Negative feelings will manifest in negative looping thoughts. So that's gonna be things like, I feel insecure, I feel fat, I feel ugly. Now your action is going to the gym, but then you struggle to, right? You're using your willpower to do all your workouts, to eat healthy, and to do your cardio. But the action doesn't align with the thoughts or feeling of I feel fat, I feel ugly, I feel unhealthy. The natural action of those thoughts would be to move slow, right? To be apathetic, to be lazy, and to distract yourself with TV, with scrolling, with whatever. Now, if you change to the feeling of, I feel grateful for the opportunity that I get to change my body, right? That I'm excited for the future, for the way my body's gonna look and the way I'm gonna feel, and the idea of you're gonna live a long and healthy life, and you're gonna look attractive and feel amazing, right? Now imagine you have that feeling in your body. Now what's gonna happen is your thoughts are gonna go from where they were before, where it's like, I feel gross, I feel ugly, I feel insecure. Now the thoughts are gonna change to something like, oh great, now it's time to go to the gym. It's gonna go to like, oh, I like this workout. Oh, I feel good after my cardio session. Oh, this healthy food actually tastes good, right? So now your thoughts are starting to change. And then the action would be something like effortlessly fitting the gym into your schedule because you actually enjoy it, because you're feeling like you enjoy it. Your thoughts are reinforcing that, and then your action is naturally going to happen. You don't have to force it. This is the new way of getting fit, by understanding that it isn't about the actions, right? It's not about the surface level stuff that every fitness channel focuses on. The routines, the diets, the muscle groups, whatever the fuck that they focus on, right? But the point is, it's never the thing that matters, which is you, which is deep down who you are, because that's the most important part. So now hopefully that all made sense. And if you guys are still here, now I'm going to get into the part where I actually can show you how you can change your core feeling. Now, for anybody who thinks that this stuff is dumb or woo-woo or whatever, I hear you. I was the same exact way. And a lot of the people that I taught they were the same exact way, until you started to realize that it actually works. Because once I did this, and once my clients did this, they noticed a shift in the way that they walk about life. They noticed the actual shift of the feeling of even having to put any effort into what they want towards their goals. It became effortless. And now it wasn't an overnight change. It did take work, right? Which, if you're not willing to put in work, then you really shouldn't even be looking up fitness videos in the first place, because we all know that that takes work. But would you rather do the hard work and the frustrating work of trying all these different diets, giving up every month, and then trying a different diet, trying a different workout, and then just ending up in the same place? Or would you rather try this one thing, stick with it for 2 weeks, for a month, and start to notice a real internal change in you, to where now you're not struggling to go to the gym no more. You're not struggling to put the right food in your body. You're not struggling at all to do all of the things that you've been struggling with for the longest. If you are skeptical about this, I hear you, but try it out, at least try it. And if you feel like it's bullshit, you don't like it, then don't do it, right? But this is, I promise you, if you actually put your full effort in and you actually believe and allow this to happen and do not resist what we are about to do, you are going to change your fitness physique, your goals, and honestly the way you look at life. So anyways, we're gonna get into the actual portion here. So this is gonna take anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes a day. I wouldn't recommend doing anything more, especially if you are a beginner and never did any of this type of manifestation or meditation things. I would start with 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I would say with the max, even with advanced people, because really you don't need that much. What we're going to do is, the idea is that you want to feel the feelings of the person who has the body that you want. So I want you to close your eyes for a second. I want you to imagine, what would you feel like if you woke up tomorrow and you literally had the body of your dreams? You open your eyes, you get out of bed, you look in the mirror, and bam, there's your dream body. Dream body. How would you feel? Right? Envision him. How does he or she walk? How does he or she move? Do you feel lighter in your feet? Do your clothes fit better? Do you walk with more of an upright posture? Do you walk with a strut? Do you walk with a smile on your face? How's your hair look? Right? Really envision this person who is the person that you want to become, right? The feeling of, I've gotten in to achieve my goal, right? I have the 6-pack abs. It really doesn't matter. Whatever your goal is, imagine, and I want you to breathe and breathe it in. What is it that I feel like? What does he feel? And allow that feeling to come into you. How does he move? How does he talk? How does he walk? How do you feel when you actually have the body of your dreams? And I want you to encapsulate that feeling in your body. I want you to lock it into your body. And I just want you to sit with it. Sit with it for 5 to 10 minutes. Put a timer on your phone and just breathe and just play a movie in your head. Visualize it like a movie. You even have the opportunity to play music, right? If you had a theme song for, think of it like Rocky, like, you know, that anthem. Think of it like your favorite song. It's your movie. You woke up in the morning, you have your dream body, play it in the background and put it on loop for 5 to 10 to 15 minutes, however long you choose to do this. And I want you to just close your eyes and imagine a movie. Look at him. Look at how he looks. How does he move? How does he walk? How does he talk? And I want you to envision that. And once you can see him, I want you to step into his body. I want you to step in and feel like, how would he feel? What would he do on a daily basis? Where would he go? What does he eat like? How are his workouts looking? What does his workouts look like? Right? How does he move through life full of energy, full of vibrance? How is his cardio sessions? Does he love it? Right? And I want you to envision it and step into him. And do that for 10 to 15 minutes, 5, 10 to 15 minutes. And just breathe and play the movie. Have the music in the background and have the movie. Have him going through his workouts. Have him waking up in the morning, going through his day, making coffee, talking to people, right? However it is that he would do everything, I want you to play it in your mind and step into him. How does he feel? What are his internal emotions about? And lock it in for 10 to 15 minutes. And when you are done, when the timer goes off, pause the music, open your eyes, come out of it, and notice the difference between how you feel. Like now that you're out of it, right? You came out of it, you're no longer there. How do you feel now compared to him? Where's the gap? You should notice a gap there. You're like, well, he felt like this, but I feel like this. Perfect, there's a gap. Now you know where it is that you need to go. Now the real way to make it super easy is just to try to stay locked into that. In that feeling when you are him, stay locked into that feeling. And then just start moving about your day like that. Go to the gym like that, right? Go do your diet like that. Do that throughout the day and do this multiple times. Do this every day. I do this every single day. My clients do this every single day. And what you're going to start to notice is the gap is going to start closing. That gap between you, how you are now, and you, the version of you that has the body of your dreams, will start to closing. The feeling, the internal feeling will start to close over time. Until one day you're going to wake up, you're going to do this meditation, and you're going to feel the same when you come out of it. These may be subtle or they may be big, but you will notice a difference when you wake up, when it's time to go to the gym, when it's time to eat, because you're going to be thinking subconsciously in your head, oh, this is what he would do. Oh, when I would feel like this is what he would do. You would notice that. And slowly, as the gap closes, you will become him. And internally, now that your feelings will be aligned, you are now the guy who goes to the gym. You will think like him because now you're thinking not he would do this, he would eat like this right now in this moment. You would start to be like, I eat like this in this moment. You are now him. And now your thoughts turn into your actions of naturally eating like that. And now it's just a positive reinforcing cycle of you getting the body of your dreams. And I'm telling you guys, if you guys really, really take this to heart and do it, don't just sit on your ass, actually do it, try it for a couple weeks. Does it work? No harm, no foul. You could fucking talk shit in the comments. I'm fine with that. But just give it a try and see the difference that it will make. But that's the new way of getting lean in 2026. Now, if you need help with this and you need personalized help, I am taking one-on-one clients for right now. I'm only taking 3 people a month because I am focusing specifically on getting people the best results possible. So if that is you, if you're like, I'm sick of being in this loop of never being able to achieve the goals that I want, not getting the body that I want, I'm sick of being overweight, I'm sick of feeling unhealthy, I'm sick of feeling insecure, go ahead and click the link down below to put in an application to work with me one-on-one. And if you guys want to keep up with my current fitness journey, I am starting from the top as I am way bigger than I would like to be. But you know, we got to make gains. So if you guys want to follow my journey and actually see this work in live time, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. The link is also down below. And If you decided not to do any of the stuff I just told you, then you're probably going to be relying on willpower and discipline. And I'm going to tell you exactly how that works out in this video right here.